Guess who's got the Google Voice app? This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Netflix. Welcome to App Judgment, Revision 3's mobile phone application show. My name is Ron Richards, and I have no shame in the fact that I use an Android phone. Android pride! Anyway, I was reading about all this hubbub about the Google Voice application on the iPhone, and remembered that I have a Google Voice account. And then I thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool if they had a Google Voice app for Android? And well, let's just say that Google is way smarter than me, because when I went and looked in the Android marketplace, sure enough, there it was, Google Voice for Android, and it's free. Google Voice is a website offered by Google that allows you to create a phone number for yourself that allows you to route calls wherever you want. You can screen calls and block calls, and they've got a great voicemail service that transcribes the voicemails and sends you an email or a text message with the text of the voicemail, which is totally awesome. Recently, they rolled out some new features, including super cheap international calling rates and some other neat features that make Google Voice a powerful application. You can check out all these features at google.com/voice. The one drawback to the Google Voice website was that it was a bit awkward to use on your phone, especially for making calls. They have a mobile version of the site, but that was hardly perfect. But this new Android app for Google Voice turns your phone into a little box of awesome. I'll show you exactly how after this word from our sponsors. Netflix.com is your place to rent DVDs online. They've got over 100,000 titles, including Blu-ray. They never charge you shipping, and there are no late fees at all. Rate plans start as low as $4.99, and if you sign up, you get a no-risk 2-week free trial membership. So check it out at www.netflix.com/AJ. So in order to use the Google Voice app, you're going to need a Google Voice account. Unfortunately, at the time of this review, it's invite only. But remember when Gmail was invite only? More and more people will be getting invites every day, so go to google.com/voice, sign up, and wait patiently. Once you've been invited, you'll need to set up your account and your phone number on the website, then download the app and install it on your phone. After you've downloaded the app, the first time you run it, the app will run you through a simple setup. It'll ask you to identify the phone, matching it to the phones you've set up on the website. Then it asks you how you should handle calls to this phone. Options include using Google Voice for all calls, which means that when you call from your cell phone, it will appear to the person you're calling that the number is your Google Voice number and their caller ID and not your actual cell phone number. But if you've had the same cell phone number for years and don't want to cause confusion to people you're calling, you may not want to choose this option. It would be great if Google allowed you to port your cell number to Google Voice, but as of right now, it's not an option yet, but there are rumors that it's coming. You can specify to have Google Voice only be used for international calls, which is a great way to benefit from Google's low calling rates. The other two options are to have the phone ask you if you want to use Google Voice before each call, which I found to be a little annoying, or not to use Google Voice at all, which kind of defeats the purpose of the app, but it's a nice option to have, I guess. They provided a neat shortcut that you can place on your phone's home screen to easily toggle between these various options for handling calls. Once you've got your options set, you're good to go. At first glance, the app will be totally underwhelming. When you load it, you'll see your Google Voice inbox, which right now may be empty, but as you use Google Voice, it will fill up with SMS messages and voicemails. The inbox works in a similar way to Gmail with a familiar interface. The real power comes when you dial out. You'll see a little window that says you're using Google Voice. And what's happening here is your phone is calling Google, who then calls the person that you're calling, all behind the scenes. This makes accessing Google's ridiculously cheap international rates totally transparent to you. Now, this is a VoIP application, but don't worry. Call quality is indistinguishable from a regular cell phone, and we're talking T-Mobile quality, not that AT&T crap. Google Voice also lets you send and receive SMS messages from your Google Voice number totally for free, and boy do we love free. You can listen or read your voicemails from the Google Voice app, which is great if you're like me and hate dialing in to check your voicemail. Now, I know the iPhone's had visual voicemail forever, but this one's better because it transcribes the voicemail to text. The transcriptions are sometimes amusingly inaccurate, but generally you get the gist of the message.
Heard you got Google Voice for your Android now. That you think you're special. Go check. Can I play with it?
The combination of a Google Voice account and the Google Voice app is super powerful and can make your life much easier managing the way you get calls and save you some money in the process. So here's a breakdown of the pros and cons. Pros: transcribe voicemails and get them via email or SMS. Free text messages, super cheap international calling rates. Cons: you can't port an existing number, and you're probably not saving money on domestic calls. This is one of my favorite app judgments to make. It's a no-brainer. Download this app. If you have an Android phone which is already powered by Google, then it makes no sense not to sign up for a Google Voice account and make your phone that much more powerful. Have any other applications you think we should check out? Email us at appjudgment@revision3.com or go to revision3.com/appjudgment and post in the forums. You can also see more about Google Voice there, as well as all of our previous episodes. I'm Ron Richards, and this was App Judgment, and I'm gonna go make a call.
I don't have service.